To bring up your NVR network video recorder and pull up your cameras on your computer, first obviously make sure the computer you want to view them is on and connected to a network that the NVR is on. Then you should have an icon on your desktop here. In this case it's a little globe, it says NVR. Double click on it. That will bring up a login page. You can expand that if it makes it easier for you. This will have a account, password, and then you could also hit a Remember Me tab. Most cases the account is going to be admin, ADMIN, the password 123456. Go ahead and hit the login button. That will take a few seconds just to load. It'll pull up this screen here, which is actually the NVR's interface. You have 4 windows on here to start with. You would want to go over here, and on the left hand side you have a option of all of your different cameras that are on your system. You could click them individually and pull them up on the screen here. If you want to put them in a different order, you could do that, or you could simply double click all devices and that will pull all of them up. Under your Applications tab right here, click on Applications. You have Stretch Image. That simply will stretch out the camera's image if it doesn't fill up the whole tile. You also have Video Title Bar. That puts the camera name and date on each camera. Disconnect all channels. That simply turns all these off. You could then go back over here and pick a different order, or simply click all devices again. That will load all of them for you. Go down here to log out or quit. Obviously if you just quit, that'll just close this tile and your session is done. If you go to device list here, that gives you list, icon, card, and detail. What that is referring to is over here where your cameras are. Back up here just a second. You can have it to where it'll load a icon or give you a small picture of each camera, or most likely you're probably just going to leave it on list. That just gives you a name of the camera. Hide toolbar, if you click that, all of these little options are going to go away for you. You'd have to restart to get back out there again. Help, that'll give you some help from Acti. And About, that's just the version, and then obviously you have the timestamp here as well. So on the far left hand side here, you can see right now I'm on live, which means all these pictures are live as it's happening right now currently. If you want to view a recorded event, go ahead and hit playback, and that will again bring you back to a screen where there's nothing loaded on it. You would go over here to the camera you want to view content on, or you can click on all of them, all devices. In this case we're just going to click on one, and you can see here now I have a bar on the side here with a timestamp. What this is allowing me to do is by simply clicking and dragging left and right, I can scroll through the time of a recorded event. On the bottom here, on the left hand side, you have how fast it will actually scroll through when you slide that bar left and right. So 1 hour, 10 seconds, etc. You can also search an event by clicking this little search tab. You can go time duration, which will bring up a little calendar. So say you have something that happened on a specific day, you could click that, and a certain time you could also click that, and that would bring up that specific time on that camera. If you wanted to go back here on the left hand side, the other tab we have is Setup. Basically you don't need to do anything on this screen here. This is simply a screen where we set the NVR up for you. Really you don't want to touch anything on this particular setup. If you go back to live or playback, that's fine. You can pull those up and explore around there. When you're all done, you could simply just exit out your window and close, and you're good to go.